Now, let's continue our lab demonstration. We will not go and start configuring Web Application Firewall or WAF yet, as we want to optimize our web application using AWS Elastic Load Balancer or ELB. I will show you a common issue, and I will demonstrate how to resolve it using traffic group configuration. I'm here now at my EC2 console home, and we have two EC2. The first one is named Styx blog 1 and the other is Styx blog 2. And my second tab is our ELB webpage, where we know if we hit refresh, it will load balance to those two EC2. EC2 Styx blog 1 and EC2 Styx blog 2. There you go. Now my third and fourth tab, these are the individual EC2. Now what we want to do is we're going to log in using this web application behind our application load balancer. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click sign in and I'm gonna enter my user, test user, and then I'm gonna enter a password, click login. But before I do that, let me just test it in my EC2 Styx blog 1. Okay, as you can see, vulnerable XSS blog 1. This is the first EC2. I'm gonna click sign in and I'm gonna log in as test user test 123. Now this is successful because test user is available in Styx blog 1 database. Now the second Styx blog, I'm gonna log in as test user also. As I hit login, it says wrong username or password because this user doesn't exist. Now here's what we're gonna do. We are going to log in test user in our application load balancer. Okay, as you can see, our URL, it says Styx ELB. I'm gonna enter my password now, and if I click login, what happened? Well, it looks like the same when we did in EC2.1. But look at EC2.1. The session was created, and as a matter of fact, we see under upper left part of our page, welcome test user. But here in Styx ELB, although it seems our login was successful, we are not getting welcome test user. Well, what happened was, during the login process, it was successful, but we were redirected and forwarded to another EC2, which is the second one. As you can see, vulnerable XSS blog 2, this is the second EC2. And we know the second EC2 doesn't have that user, test user. Now, even if we try logging in again, it will not be successful. This time, it retained to Styx blog 2, the second EC2, and it doesn't recognize this username. Let's try again. Okay, so it's not successful, and what really happened even before was, even it was successful, it doesn't maintain the session, and that is the problem. As it load balance, it doesn't keep the session of that web application server we just logged in. We are getting inconsistencies. Our connection is not persistent. And overall, we're getting a terrible user experience. So, how do we solve this issue? Well, all we need to do is go to our application load balancer configuration. Actually, it's not exactly under ELB configuration. So I'm here in EC2 and I'm gonna click load balancers under load balancing. There you go. So this is our ELB configuration. Our ELB name is Styx ELB. You see, there are many tabs: details, attributes, integration, security monitoring. What we need to do is we need to edit our traffic group. The traffic group is available under listeners and rules tab. As you can see, we have the traffic group named Styx TG. And this is what we're going to update. I'm gonna click Styx TG and this will open a new tab. As you can see, two EC2s are healthy. What else? Our EC2s are here, are available with the name of Styx Blog 1 and 2, listening on port 8000s. Both are also in the same availability zone, AP Southeast Asia 1B. Okay. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click attribute because this is what we want to edit. I'm gonna click edit, link here, and we have this existing traffic group configuration. Under traffic configuration, we have round robin, which is the load balancing method set by default. What else? Oh, we have another option, list outstanding requests, but we're not gonna change that. What we want to change is the stickiness. As you can see, by default, stickiness is disabled. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna turn this on by clicking this tick box. And as you can see, stickiness type appeared and we have two options, load balancing generated cookie or application based cookie. Well, we're just gonna keep the first one, load balancer generated cookie. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click save changes. But before that, let's go to our ELB web application and let's hit refresh multiple times. As you can see, it still do the load balancing. Okay, blog 1 and then it goes to blog 2, vice versa. Now what I'm gonna do is I will click save changes and this will turn on or enable our stickiness. There you go. Now let's test. Okay, so let's test. Let's go to our ELB web application page. And as you can see, where are we now? Vulnerable XSS blog 1. Okay. As I hit refresh, I'm not gonna hit it yet, but when I do, what will happen is it will do another load balancing. We don't know what's gonna happen. It may keep blog 1 or it goes to Styx blog 2. Whatever. What it will do is it will do one load balancing. That's it. The next the succeeding traffic will skip load balancing. Why? Because we want to maintain the session or the connection to that one EC2 server. Okay, and let's do this. I'm gonna hit refresh now. Okay, so it maintained the Styx blog 1 connection. What I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna click sign in and I'm gonna log in as test user with the password test123 and then I'm gonna click login. There you go. I was successfully logged in. And as you can see, it says welcome test user. If I click vulnerable XSS blog 1, it goes now to the actual Styx blog page where we can add message and click submit. Even if I go back to the home page, you will see that the session is maintained and persistent. Yeah, that's how easy configuring traffic group stickiness in AWS. And maybe you're thinking, is this the same as F5 big IP persistence? Definitely. Both functions work the same. But we still have another problem. That's what we're gonna resolve in the next video.